I'm Lewis Preston, and welcome. This week I'm going to talk about four young men that most recently that I saw at the Hawks Naismith Classic as well as the Jared Cook Classic. Not necessarily household names, but after we're done, you're going to know who they are and everything that they'll bring to their team right after this. Welcome back. The first player I want to talk about is Chase Ellis. To me, Chase Ellis is the Swiss Army knife for the St. Francis Knights. What do I mean by a Swiss Army knife? He does a little bit of everything that's needed for your team to win basketball games. Most people look at his stats, 12.7 points, 7 rebounds a game, and will say those are nice stats. But this is what really sticks out to me from a college coach's perspective. One, he's able to get you 3 to 5 extra possessions a game with 50-50 balls. He has an incredible knack for being around the ball. 2, does a great job defensively and being in the right position and right place at the right time. A charge here, a charge there, comes back to once again being added possessions that are needed in closely contested games. 3, and the thing that really sticks out, he's going to get you usually three offensive rebounds a game that you're going to look back, that comes back to be extra possessions to help you be successful as a team. The fourth thing, he comes from a championship pedigree and culture. That championship pedigree and culture is going to take him to that next level wherever he decides to play, and is going to make that team successful. He's the type of young man that you need if you want to be a championship program. I don't care if it's a Division I, Division II, or Division III level. The second thing that I like about Chase, and this is one of the things in my final analysis, is he is a stat sheet stuffer. What is a stat sheet stuffer? The 12.7 points, the 7 rebounds a game, the 3 offensive rebounds out of his 7 rebounds, the extra possessions that he gets with those 50-50 balls. As a coach, when you go back and look at that final stat sheet, there are just certain things that don't show up in the game that's going to show up in the stat sheet afterwards, and you're going to say, wow, that's really impressive. One of the things as I continue to look and monitor Chase's games and his performance throughout the course of this 2019-2020 season is his level of consistency. As a college coach, you always want to get a player that you know what you're going to get out of him every single game. He's that type of young man. He's going to give you that same performance night in and night out. It might seem simple and plain like vanilla ice cream, but the great thing about it is Chase is going to be that type of guy that you're just going to win games and eventually win championships with. For more information, you can reach out to me on Twitter or Instagram at Coach Lou Preston. Will Richard is a 6'6" guard forward combo for Woodward Academy War Eagles. Coach Thomas recently said about Will that he is a young man that is just soaking up and learning like a sponge on a very talented and balanced Woodward Academy team. What sticks out to me so far early on is his 16 points and just under 7 rebounds a game for the War Eagles. The perfect complement to Walker Kessler because he takes pressure off Kessler with his ability to knock down the perimeter shot, but also his ability to drive to the basket. And once again, being unselfish to understand when to attack the basket to score and finish, and when to attack the basket to dump off to Kessler for an easy shot or to pass it out to Whitmore or another teammate for an easy shot as well. Another thing about Will Richard that I think a lot of you college coaches out there need to be paying attention to, his high basketball IQ, how he fits in and adapts in any role that needs to be done with the Woodward Academy team. But more importantly, the fact that they are off to an 11-0 start right now, and they're only going to get better as time goes on. Here's a young man that you need to make sure that you have on your recruiting sheets out there, and you need to make a call to Coach Thomas and Woodward Academy. In my final analysis, when I think about Will overall, here's a young man right now that I think he's a mid-major to mid-major plus that within another year can get up to that high major range, all depending on his continued growth and development. I want to see his ball handling skills get better. I want to see him to even more consistency with his jump shot when he goes from being a part of a team to when he steps into that leadership role and potentially being the man in the 2020 season. This 6'6" junior has a lot of potential and a lot of promise, and I know a lot of you coaches out there are going to continue to evaluate and see the best that this young man is going to bring to the table. To learn more about Will Richard, make sure you reach out to me on Twitter or Instagram @Coach Lou Preston.